My name is Kareem Masaaba, the Member of Parliament representing Industrial Division in Mbale City. I've just taken my oath, and I do want to thank the Lord who has, of course, enabled us to make it this far, who has made it possible for us, or for me to swear in today, to be able to represent my people of Industrial Division once again. I do want to thank my people sincerely, my people of Mbale City. Thank you very much for entrusting me and giving me your votes, giving me the mandate to represent you once again in the 12th Parliament. This is something I do not take for granted. Thank you. You gave me your votes, you gave me the mandate to represent you in the 11th Parliament as an independent member without any political affiliation. And you've done it again. You've given me your mandate for a second time without any political affiliation, so I do not take it for granted. I've been able to do a lot in my first term as a Member of Parliament, and I expect to continue doing more of what I've done, and much more. I expect to do much more than I've done in this first term as your Member of Parliament. Of course, I've been very vocal. I've been on the floor of Parliament talking about each and every issue that concerns our constituency. Some of the things have been done, many of them have not yet been done. So I expect that I'll raise my voice on the floor of Parliament. I'll be able to talk and make sure many of these are done. For example, when you look at the health sector, it has been quite alarming for some time. But I've been able as a Member of Parliament, of course, to raise these matters on the floor of Parliament, and government has come in. In this term alone, I've been able to push government to provide us with several ambulances. We've received about 4 ambulances. I don't know if there is any region that have received as many as this from the times of COVID in 2021 up to now. So we've been able to receive 4. One of them has been sent to serve the other part of Bugisu, and it's stationed in Bududa. When you look at the oxygen plant, of course, I found we had no functioning oxygen plant. I raised this. One of the first matters I raised during the times of COVID, that we are affected with COVID and we are dying. We do not have oxygen. We have to take cylinders to Ginger to refill and take back. But government had, and they provided us with a new fully dedicated oxygen plant for the regional referral hospital. Of course, we have issues to do with electricity that are going on. I'm in negotiations, in discussions with government to provide a dedicated transformer for this plant such that we solve the issues of power outage in the Mbale Regional Referral Hospital. Away from what I've been able to advocate for in government, I've also been able to personally touch my pockets and provide for the people. I've given all the health centers in my constituency beds, mattresses, solar systems, because sometimes we have power outage and we are unable to have electricity in these health centers, and many of our people end up dying because of issues to do with electricity, the storage of blood. I've been able to come in. When you go to Namatala Health Center, you'll see and appreciate what I've been able to do. When you look at other fields to do with infrastructure, this is to do with roads. Our roads are in a poor state, but I've been year in, year out raising these concerns on the floor of Parliament. And government did here, and we've designed a new project under USMID. We did pass a World Bank loan to go and do some of the USMID roads in these new cities. And in Mbale, we are some of the beneficiaries, or we are one of the beneficiaries. In this coming financial year, we expect that these USMID roads will begin. The project will kick on in the areas of Moni, Maluku, and Nauyo. As a Member of Parliament, I do pledge to follow up such that these roads are made to meet the expectations and the standards that our people do expect them to be on. I've been able, of course, to do some of the small bridges in the constituency. When we were hit by floods, many of the roads were affected, many of the small bridges were wiped out. Government came in and only did the Usamaga Bridge. But my people know what I've done. I've moved to areas of Mutoto, areas of Bumboi, Usamaga, and Matala, and I've been able to do these bridges on my own. Of course, they do not meet the standards as government could have done, but at least they are motorable. Our people are able to move their goods, they're able to move and go and work. So this is one of the few achievements, and I expect to do much more in this term, in this coming term. When you look at the schools, many of our schools are in a poor state. I've been able to personally touch my pockets and contribute to the renovation, to the welfare. I've been able to give food to many of our schools during exam time. I've been able to provide textbooks, exercise books to many of these schools. I think that is why my people, of course, entrusted me again, because they do see and appreciate what I've been able to do. When you look at some of the schools, I found they didn't even have working toilets. our students had to use polythene bags, the buveras, to help themselves. When you go to Nauyo, you'll find a new waterborne toilet. This is one of the projects. I did lobby. I talked to some of my friends, the donors. They came in. We combined efforts and constructed this. When you look at Nachibiso Primary School, the state is still alarming, but I'm still looking for some of my colleagues, some of my friends, the donors, to come in and we see how we can work together under my foundation to see how we can construct more toilets for some of these other schools. Of course, a lot needs to be done, and I do pledge to do much more than I've done, since now I'm one of the few members who have been able to be, or who has been re-elected for a second term, because many of our colleagues we've served with in the 10th Parliament have left, but as one who has been able to come back, I expect to serve my people more, because now I have much more experience than I had when I was being voted for the first term in the 11th Parliament. So I call upon my fellow members of Parliament, let's work together for the good of our people. Of course, we are faced by many challenges, but let's not look at our political affiliations. Let's not look at what maybe this one wants, this one wants. Let's look at what is best for our people, and let's serve our people to the best of our abilities. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.